Yo, there's gonna be an unpopular opinion, and I don't wanna separate people, but I just want people to make sure they doing or they're following, if they are following the right thing. You know what I mean? Black Lives Matter sounds like something a white person came up with. You understand? Because if a black person came up with it, why wouldn't they say our lives matter? And therefore, every other black person who is black can say our lives matter. Does that make sense? If somebody says Black Lives Matter, it feels like somebody that's outside of black. You know what I mean? So, or it's like, why is it in third person? Why isn't it in first person? My life matters, especially if you're a black person. You know what I mean? So it just like makes me think like, is this really our movement, or was this a movement given to us to kind of pacify us, type shit? And I'm not trying to separate or tell people what to do or tell people not to support the Black Lives movement. What I am saying though is, as black people, we need to organize with other black people outside of the Black Lives Matter movement and make sure we're doing stuff for our community, just in case this is a whole Trojan horse type shit, and we still will have organizations or things in place for us to go and put our energy into to continue this movement. You know what I mean? Because it's not just Black Lives Matter movement. It's Black lives healing, Black lives building, Black lives entrepreneur, Black lives supporting other Black lives, Black businesses supporting Black businesses movement type shit. You know what I mean? It's not just about our lives matter. It's about Black lives thriving. You know what I mean? So yeah. So the Black Lives Matter movement is a great movement because black and whites could come together, and as us black people, we could tell the whites allies that we do have what the social injustice that we're really going through, and they could go and use their power that they have to actually fight against it for equality. You understand? But outside of that, and outside of our relationships to white people, we need to start a Black Lives Matter quote unquote movement, which shouldn't be Black Lives. It should be called like Our Lives Matter movement, where we talk about our relationship with each other. We talk about our relationship with each other and healing that and focusing on that. Muslims and Christians, and no matter what religion you are, we should still be able to coexist with one another. Sexual orientation doesn't matter. We should still be able to coexist with with one another. You know, classes, rich and poor, we should still be able to coexist with one another. So it's just like understanding that this Black Lives Matter movement is only just a fraction of the work that we need to be doing. There needs to be a whole nother movement about an organizations about just healing and how to heal from mental trauma and physical trauma and emotional trauma. There should be organizations that just teach us about our real history. Yeah, you go to public school every Monday through Friday, but Saturday you're going to go through school. It's going to be this, and we're going to do some African dancing, and we're going to do some, and you're going to learn some African history. You're going to learn some real history about your real people. You know what I mean? There should be organizations where it's just like we teaching how to the kids and the people how to farm and grow their own foods, so they don't have to go to grocery stores and things. Like, they should be organizations that do those things and focus on those. You know what I mean? There should be organizations that just focus on teaching kids the finance, how to be how to, if you, whether you're a business or you're a consumer, how to finance your money to be able to live in this America, in this finance driven economy. You know what I mean? There should be organizations that teach us businesses. If we want to create a business, how to create a business, how to create a business with $200, how to create a business with $300, how to create a business with no money. This should be organizations that we teaching our kids ourselves, that is part of the Black Lives Matter quote unquote movement. Because it's not about just Black Lives Matter, and it's about Black Lives thriving. It's about Black lives actually becoming the presence and own the presence that we actually have in this society. You know what I mean? So that means we own our land, we own our businesses, we own our products, we own our copyrights, the blueprints, the manufacturers, the all of that. We own all of that, and we sell it when we want to sell our business. We sell it to our people, and we build up our economics and our economy, and we pull in all our resources to become the actual and become to get all the actual things that we need in this quote unquote society, or from this quote unquote society. You know what I mean? So I think this whole Black Lives Matter movement is great, but we need to start focusing on our relationship with each other and how we're gonna work with each other to make sure that the future generations of people who look like us, regardless of their sexual orientation, religion, or whatever the fuck it may be, that they'll be able to live well and healthily in this society. That makes sense, because I don't want people to think like I'm trying to come at the Black Lives Matter movement, because I'm really not. And actually, I actually commend all the people who are out there protesting black and white, because it's just like, that's something I can't do. So I appreciate that you guys are out there and using your time to do what you feel is the best thing to do at this moment. But I'm just talking about, like, outside of the Black Lives Matter movement, black people and people of color need to unite and understand it's not just about our relationship with the society that we live in, or our relationship with the white people in this society that we live in. It's about our relationship with each other. The reason why the relationship we have with the society and whites is because of the relationship with each other. They use that against us all the time. Black on black violence. They use that against us. We need to create and heal for our relationship, each other. And when we able to heal and build and mend the relationship between each other, regardless of all the bullshit we allow them to use to divide us, which would be a religion. We come from so many different tribes, so we come in different flavors: Jamaican, Haitian, Puerto Rican, Dominican. Like, we come in so many different flavors, and they really use that to divide us. And it's like, nah, my nigga, we all united. And once we learn how to heal from that, then all this other shit that we talking about building, all of that shit is gonna fix itself. You know what I mean? So all that being said, I just want black people to understand we need to come together as our own, without white people, and build for ourselves.